This is a disgrace from amazing grace. I'm holding the mayor, city manager, and every member of council to close this place down now.
Did our parents die? Did our parents get sick from being exposed, whatever that, for working for the city?
Damon Edmonds and Kelly Mitchell now have questions of their own. Their mother, Cheryl Edmonds, worked at District 5 for 8 years and retired from the Cincinnati Police Department when she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Breaking down only on Fox 19 now, at least 2 attorneys say they are set to file a lawsuit in regard to Cincinnati PD's District 5.
Fox 19 has been following the story where the FOP says at least 25 officers who work there have died from cancer or have been diagnosed with cancer.
Fox 19 Now's Michael Baldwin is live at District 5 with this story. Michael?
Yeah, we are outside of District 5. We got a chance to speak to a couple of those lawyers who tell us they flew in just a couple of days ago. They tell us they are representing those families who work at District 5 who have been diagnosed with the cancer. In fact, one of those lawyers used to be a CPD officer, and the lawyers tell us they're going to be filing that lawsuit in the coming days. We got to speak with them exclusively just moments ago.
Well, the numbers tell us that something's going on. The numbers in this case are statistically improbable, that there is not some causation or correlation to the amount of officers that have been affected or diagnosed with cancers or other autoimmune diseases or life-threatening diseases.
Now, coming up a little later, we got a chance to speak with a cancer doctor who told us if he had to work over here, well, he'd ask for a transfer. We're live here in Cincinnati. Michael Baldwin, Fox 19 now.
In November, our cameras were the only ones allowed inside the District 5 building in Clifton. That's when police union president Sergeant Dan Hills gave us a tour and showed the building conditions, claiming there was asbestos and mold. And despite City Manager Harry Black announcing a clean bill of health after the building was tested, Hills believes there is a link between the building and the number of officers diagnosed with cancer. Now tonight, a local religious leader is bringing his concerns to City Council. Bishop Bobby Hilton says his sister is a longtime District 5 patrol officer who was recently diagnosed with cancer. Our Frankie Jupiter was at the council meeting when Hilton spoke out.
The number of incidents of individuals being diagnosed with cancer from District 5 should shock everybody in this city, because this is a matter of life and death.
Now, Mayor John Granley's office issued a statement about District 5 saying, quote, "The situation at District 5 headquarters must be addressed. The administration is currently examining all available options to resolve this issue for our police who come to work here every day."
Now to a major development in the Fox 19 Now investigation into the working conditions inside Cincinnati Police District 5.
Yeah, tonight there is an official proposal to move the Clifton headquarters. In November, our cameras were the only ones allowed inside the building. Sergeant Dan Hills gave us a tour claiming there was asbestos and mold. Despite City Manager Harry Black announcing a clean bill of health after the building was tested, Hills believes there is a link between the building and the number of officers diagnosed with cancer. Well, our Frankie Jupiter has a look at the official plan to get those officers out of that building.
City Manager Harry Black sent out a memo today to council members about a recommendation on where to house the operations of District 5. This is an issue the FOP has been pushing.
You know, I've been the middleman. I've been putting forward the concerns of the District 5 officers through me.
Now, this is the exclusive video of inside of District 5. Some city council members call working conditions here deplorable. We caught up with the city manager today.
I've sent a follow-up communications to the council, letting them know what we're going to most likely be doing as a part of our fiscal year 18 budget recommendation to look at some alternative facility solutions for that building.
In the memo, Black says he will be recommending that City Council approve funding to convert the old Permit Center building on Central Parkway for immediate use as a new District 5 headquarters. The memo goes on to say that relocating D5 to the old Permit Center location allows for a greatly enhanced police district and utilizes a currently unused city asset, saving time and money. Black says $7 to $10 million would be required for the remodel versus building a new facility estimated at a minimum of $17 to $20 million. If all were to go as planned, the new District 5 would open in May of 2019.
So there needs to be a little more discussion around the timeline, but what I'm happy about is that there has been productive movement, that something needs to happen with District 5, and that there now is a recommendation on the table.
Though this plan would be a time saver, according to the city manager, it's not fast enough for some city council members.
Too long. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay, as long as we build them a new facility. But in the meantime, we need to get them out of this particular facility so we can improve their health and their safety.
Now, Councilman Smitherman says this will be discussed this upcoming Monday at the Law and Public Safety meeting. Reporting from City Hall, Frankie Jupiter, Fox 19 Now.
And Fox 19 Now's Mike Shell continues our team coverage live from District 5 on Ludlow Avenue.
So, Mike, you got a little bit of reaction from those loved ones connected to that building. What they have to say?
I did, Tricia, but first, let me show you the building in question once again. District 5 headquarters here on Ludlow Avenue. Now, family members of those stricken with cancer while working here say it's time for everyone to move out as soon as possible.
Channel 19 definitely raised everybody's eyebrows.
Bishop Bobby Hilton has been following the District 5 story closely because it hits close to home for his family. Bishop Hilton's 50-year-old sister Angela worked out of the District 5 building for nearly 20 years before she was diagnosed with breast cancer in December.
It's a very aggressive form of cancer that she has. Had she not caught it when she did, the physician said she'd be dead in 1 year.
Angela Hilton flew to Chicago just today for one of her treatments. And Bobby Hilton says he has spoken to her about the city's plans to move District 5 into another building.
It looks like the city is putting this as a priority now. That's going to make everyone feel much better.
Last month, we introduced you to 3 families whose loved ones contracted cancer while working at District 5. Among them, Paula McGuire, whose husband Bob died of lung cancer in January 2015. Paula told Fox 19 this afternoon how upset she was that the district building won't be closed for 2 more years. She said they need to move out now so people don't keep getting cancer.
I believe there's enough concern there to even expedite this thing. Put it up top of things that need to be done.
Bishop Hilton says Angela's cancer treatments are going well, but insists it's been a rough road since her diagnosis last month.
It was shocking. It was absolutely shocking. That, like I said, there's something that has not been happening in our family. So Angela is the youngest of my siblings. And for that to happen to the youngest among us, it really threw us a little loop.
Now, Bishop Hilton says that Angela's doctors tell her that the tumor in her breast is shrinking and that she will undergo surgery soon to have the mass removed. Reporting live from Clifton, Mike Shell, Fox 19 Now.
And right now on the Fox 19 Now News app right here. And on fox19now.com are all of the stories that we have done on District 5. So now's a good time to get yourself up to speed on the investigation.
Big developments tonight in the efforts to get Cincinnati police officers out of the building. Some fears making them sick. This was another Fox 19 Now Investigates. Our cameras were the only ones allowed inside the District 5 headquarters as FOP Union President Sergeant Dan Hills told us the building had roaches, mice, mold, cramped quarters, and more. Tonight, the city manager says some of the station's personnel can move out. Some other city leaders cheered the news. New information, nearly 36 Cincinnati police officers and employees are on the move after investigations by Fox 19 Now uncovered questionable working conditions at District 5 headquarters.
And I spoke with Mayor John Cranley a short time ago. He told me that the city will pay for any cancer screening a District 5 officer wants to have, even if it is not covered by insurance. We are first to tell you about this, but the Fraternal Order of Police has been raising concerns for nearly a year now. The FOP says 6 officers died of cancer before they turned 60. And they're not the only cancer cases associated with that building. But none of the cancers have been officially linked to District 5 headquarters. While some of the workers are out, officials say it's time to complete the evacuation.
It smacked me upside the face once I started to think about the names and the people who work here and the young people who worked here and died.
Says the city's committed to getting all officers out of there by the end of the year.
Another group of people who moved out of the headquarters are the 12 members of the Mount Airy Citizens on Patrol. They left voluntarily, but some of their members have been stationed there for over 10 years.
And when we hear how many people have been getting sick and dying, that concerns us, because we're losing not just officers, we're losing some of our friends, and we don't want to lose any more. But then on the other hand, when the total of people keep getting larger, it starts to worry us a little more because we have been in and out of that building over the years as well.
Now the group says it will continue to work with officers, but they just no longer want to be in the building. New at 10, the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, or NIOSH, is currently conducting a cancer cluster study at Cincinnati D5. But according to the head of the police union, they are only looking into officers diagnosed with cancer since January 2014, something FOP President Dan Hills is not happy about.
NIOSH sent the city of Cincinnati a letter today, and the only information they are seeking is about people who are diagnosed after 2014. That would not even include the majority of the officers that I spoke so many times about that have died in 2015 and 2016, nor would it include the many officers that are currently cancer survivors.
The investigation can take anywhere from a couple of months to a year, depending on what kind of tests need to be done in the building. Officers were told they will be moved into another building by the beginning of the year. Some of those officers already moved.
For the second time in a year, we have toured the building that the head of the local police union says is connected to officer cancer cases. Last November, our cameras were the only ones allowed inside District 5 and witnessed this. FOP head Sergeant Dan Hills says this was mold detected on a sample taken from a basement air duct. He says this was a chair soaked in bed bug spray. And he provided this picture saying there's a rodent problem in that place. Mike Schell is live in Ludlow Avenue in Clifton. Mike, you went on this tour, right?
I did, Tricia, along with the rest of the local media. Now, let's be clear, there is no direct proof that elements inside District 5 were responsible for this sometimes deadly disease. So the question is, does this building cause cancer, or is it just a coincidence? Cincinnati police opened up its District 5 headquarters for all to see, and we saw the cramped quarters.
We had 8 people working in this office right here.
At the same time?
Yeah, they're all here at the same time.
Where do they sit and stand?
They would usually just stand or sit around or on whatever they could find.
You want to show them the basement?
Okay.
In the basement is the boiler room, where danger stickers warn of asbestos as a cancer and lung disease hazard. Back upstairs, one room housed 4 officers who were eventually diagnosed with cancer.
Kristen Shortcliffe sat in that desk. Stephanie Bradford, who's now deceased from cancer, sat in that desk. And Paul Meyer, they're both cancer survivors on both of them.
City Councilman Charlie Winburn came to District 5 with a face mask in hand.
This is a disgrace from Amazing Grace. I'm holding the mayor, city manager, and every member of council to close this place down now. Everybody in here should be required to wear some type of mask until this place is closed down.
The 30 full-time staff who worked in this building are already out. On Tuesday, Mayor John Cranley had this to say about the game plan for the rest of the 100 or so patrol officers.
We're committed to getting all officers out of there by the end of the year.
I'm fairly confident. That's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a fairly confident that they'll be out by the end of the year.
And the person the city says is responsible for finding a new home for District 5.
You have to keep in mind, I'm a police chief. I'm not a real estate agent.
Is Chief of Police Elliot Isaac.
If I had a place for them to go right now, I'd take them there right now.
Chief, why is it up to you to find a place for them?
Well, I don't have the answer to that. So, but I am the chief of this department, and these are my people.
The city is looking at the old Permit Center on Central Parkway as a possible replacement headquarters. Now, the FOP president said that he will take the end-of-year deadline to remove the remaining officers. We said, let's be clear, those District 5 members want out of here now. The only problem is, at this point, they've got nowhere else to go. Reporting live from Clifton, Mike Schell, Fox 19 Now.